Ciao, buonasera a tutti. Welcome to Talk Calcio TV with myself, Domenico. Now, just as we was about to come on tonight, obviously we're going to talk about transfer talk and other big talking points from Serie A and the world of Italian football. I've got everything written down, and just before we come on, there's been a breaking news tonight, and that's we believe that the move from Emerson Palmieri and Dzeko from Roma to Chelsea is on the verge of collapse. It was reported yesterday Emerson Palmieri's personal terms were agreed with the champions of England. Dzeko, though, of course, he played last night against Sampdoria. Roma's general manager Monchi said before the game that Chelsea's offer didn't meet their valuation. Now, we suspected Chelsea were coming with another offer. However, we believe that Dzeko, the Bosnian striker, is unhappy with the contract he has been offered by the English champions Chelsea. That's why it's now believed that the deal is going to collapse for both of them. Whether Chelsea will come back in for a move on Emerson Palmieri remains to be seen, but for the time being, Dzeko will train with the Giallorossi. It's likely he will feature against Sampdoria, who they play again this weekend, at the Stadio Olimpico. So I'll reiterate that one. Palmieri and Dzeko to Chelsea currently looks like that offer, that deal is off. We will see if Chelsea make a last-minute bid. Of course, we know the transfer window shuts next week. No doubt that'll go down to the wire on Wednesday. But for the time being, Dzeko will be staying with Roma for the time being. He did feature last night, as we know. Of course, they drew with Sampdoria 1-1 at the Luigi Ferrari Stadium. Now, just before Sampdoria took the lead from the penalty spot, Fabio Quagliarella, again that man, Dutchman Kevin Strootman was fouled just outside Sampdoria's box. There was no free kick given. Sampdoria, of course, then went up the other end, and the ball flicked off Kolarov's arm, and the ref went to the VAR and he ordered a penalty to Sampdoria. Quagliarella tucked the penalty away. It was a frustrating night for Roma. It wasn't until deep in injury time Dzeko rescued a point for the Roma. Now, it was believed that that was his last game, that was his goodbye goal, but apparently not. I've given tonight's breaking news. We had all our points ready to talk about tonight, and then this story breaks. So it's never dull in the world of Italian football, especially with Roma. It's never dull, that's for certain. And the other game last night, of course, Lazio beat Udinese 3-0 at the Stadio Olimpico. They were helped by an own goal, but then Felipe Anderson and that man Nani was on the score sheet. Lazio remained third. Their push for the Champions League is looking in great condition, considering they were fifth just last month, just before Christmas. Simone Inzaghi, what a job he is doing. You know, as a player, he was always criticised about how his brother was the better finisher. As a coach, he's definitely having much luck. You know, I definitely see an up-and-coming Italian coach for the future. Lazio fans will want to hold on to him, no doubt. But right now they are in third. So, of course, they also have bragging rights over their cross-city rivals as well, as we know. Also going back to Nani, when Nani left Manchester United, he was criticised of underachieving. Now, we know he didn't underachieve. He won various trophies at Manchester United. I think it's fair to say he didn't turn into the showman that Cristiano Ronaldo, his fellow countryman, did. Of course, he then went to Turkey, and when he arrived at the Olimpico in the summer, a lot of critics were made as if he was on his last payday or whatever, but he's not been disappointing. Last 2 games on the trot, he's been on the score sheet. In this Serie A, you just know with Nani, if he's on your pitch, he can make something happen at the click of a finger. And he was definitely on song last night, and it was without Ciro Immobile, the Bianco-Celeste one as well. So Lazio are into third. Now, whilst we're on the subject of Lazio, of course we know back in November, Lazio fans were vilified for posting pictures of Anne Frank in a Roma shirt, anti-Semitic gestures. Now, it was believed that Lazio would face a 2-game stadium ban, play the game behind closed doors, which has happened enough times in the Olimpico over the years, and also be fined €50,000. There was ruling today by the Italian FA, of course that is the FIGC. They have stated that Lazio will not face any stadium ban. They have been fined €50,000 as we expected. Their exact words were, as I quote here from the website, "It is unfair to punish all Lazio fans, those innocent abiding, for those small that have ruined it for the rest of them." So Lazio do not have a stadium ban. It's a good day if you're a Bianco-Celeste fan, given last night's win as well. So they have been fined €50,000. Now, other transfer news, that is the Portuguese defender from Inter Milan, that's João Mario. Of course, has struggled for game time at Inter Milan under coach Luciano Spalletti. We believe he's in London today, ready to finalise a loan move to West Ham. It's believed that the East London side are going to pay his wages. That is, they believe they're going to pay 1.1 million for the loan of him. They will pay his wages while he's on loan. Now, I said the other day how clubs are now paying for players to go on loan. Isn't this getting a bit out of hand? Obviously not when there's agents and everything else and the money in football. It's believed he will go on the loan to the rest of the season. It's believed the fee will be ready agreed of 26 million euros in the summer should they choose to buy out João Mario. So the Portuguese defender, he's on his way to East London, we believe, on loan to West Ham. Other news here, and that's regarding Daniel Sturridge to Inter Milan from Liverpool. Liverpool, of course, said last week they were unwilling to let Sturridge go to the Nerazzurri for less than 40 million. It's now believed they've lowered their asking price of 20 million. They don't want the player going out on loan, they want to sell so they can get reinforcements themselves. I believe they've now dropped their valuation to 20 million. Sturridge, as we know, is keen on a move, so watch the space on that one. That might be a positive development if you're a fan of Inter Milan. Also on the subject, we then go on to Juventus. Now we've got quite a bit to talk about Juventus here, of course, second in Serie A, the reigning champions. It's believed that Emre Can's move will not happen in this transfer window. However, it is believed that obviously from February 1st, when the transfer window is shut, he is out of contract at Liverpool. It's believed Juventus will offer a pre-contract agreement to Emre Can. We believe he wants to come to Juventus. So that looks as if that's going to happen there. His days at Anfield look as if they may be numbered. But it's now believed Juventus will not do any business this transfer window. Of course, they've already been linked with Mario Balotelli, who they so say are going to approach on a pre-contract agreement. Matteo Darmian from Manchester United is believed to also be on the Bianconeri's wish list. Of course, he struggled for time at Manchester United under Jose Mourinho. Of course, Darmian has won an FA Cup and a Europa League in his stay at Old Trafford. But obviously, he's struggling to get in the team now, not as if he needs to worry about playing in the World Cup this summer, as we know. But it's believed he is on Juventus' wish list as well, along with Balotelli and also Emre Can. Other news on this that we've also got on here today. Now, we said about Dzeko's deal being rejected. It's believed that Roma have a replacement lined up. They are after Spinazzola, the Italian striker from Villarreal. It's believed they've offered De Frel in exchange. Now, De Frel, of course, did play last night for Roma. He is one of their targets who they believe was going to replace Dzeko. Now, with Dzeko not going anywhere, how does that affect the other merry-go-round of players in this transfer window? It does remain to be seen. Also in this episode as well tonight, I said last time we had a special announcement. Now, on the 25th of this month, that's Sunday, 25th of February, our contacts in Rome have managed to get us tickets for the game in Serie A, Roma against AC Milan, and we are going to be at the Stadio Olimpico. I don't know how much of we're going to be able to film of the game or in and around before the game, given the atmosphere and everything. So we're going to be in Rome for a couple of days, so it's going to be Talk Calcio's Roman holiday, or my Roma return, of course. Rome, beautiful city, the eternal city as we know. Plenty to see in that. So we'll be doing our match build-up in the days before the game. We're going to be at the Olimpico. We're going to be sat on the Curva Sud, along with the Roma Ultras. Now, I remember as a kid watching the Rome derby, 1992-93 season, of course. It ended 1-1. Of course, Giuseppe Giannini scored. Roma thought they won the game and he ran to the Curva Sud. Of course, Gascoigne then equalised for Lazio and then he ran to the Curva Nord. There's so much history happening in the Stadio Olimpico. The 1990 World Cup when Andreas Bremer's penalty against Argentina. Lionel Messi, of course, he scored the winning goal when Barcelona won the Champions League in 2009 against Manchester United. So much history has happened in the Stadio Olimpico over the years, and it's going to be something else that we are going to be at the game on Sunday the 25th of February. We'll see Di Francesco and Gattuso, great players they were in my time as a child. They will be in the opposite dugouts. So we're looking forward to that. So yeah, the 25th of February, don't forget that. Mark that in your diary, all my followers. We are going to be at Roma versus AC Milan. We will bring you all the build-up from Rome on the day of the game, even the day before. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. So in our next episode, we will bring you all the weekend's predictions and previews. So don't forget to subscribe. Talk Calcio TV with me, Domenico. Like, comment below. Can Roma get a replacement for Dzeko? Will he still go to Chelsea? Let us know what you think. We will speak to you on the next episode. Arrivederci.